Peace, people. I want to talk about COVID deaths. Okay, last Friday they said that 700,000 people died of COVID in the U.S. Okay, that's the highest in the world. It's funny, we got all the technology, we had all the cures first or whatever, and we still number one in deaths. I find that a little peculiar, but somebody that's supposed to be on the cutting edge of the technology and all of this stuff, how are we still worse off as far as deaths? What about all these third world countries? I don't know. Okay, but as of Friday, 700,000 people passed away. They say that's over the last week, that's been 2,000 deaths a day. Okay, for the past week. Okay, national hospitalization rates has dropped based on what they're saying. Okay, but hospital rates have dropped, but in the South, it continues to rise. You know, maybe there's a lot of people down there that's, I don't know, not social distancing, not wearing masks, and, you know, I don't know, but in the South, it's still rising, okay? In New York City, all hospital staff had to be vaccinated by last Monday. If you wasn't vaccinated by last Monday, you was fired. Yeah, you was fired. They say at least 8% of New York City hospital staff was fired. Okay, and the governor is saying that she could use out-of-state workers, workers from other countries, people in the military with medical backgrounds to help fill those voids if they needed help. Now in New York City, they say like 92% of the people are vaccinated, but I was watching something where they were talking about upstate and Putnam County. They said they only have 54% of the people left. Yeah, they said 46% of the people that worked in the hospitals quit. So this shit about how many people was working and how many people are not, that go from area to area. And from what I can see, they showing on the news, they showing the better part. They're not showing the worst of people that's losing their jobs and keeping their jobs or whatever. Okay. And the New York City teachers is the same thing. They was fired. Okay. Teachers was fired as of Monday that just passed. You didn't have your shot or your card, you was fired. Now, what I don't understand, they got other city workers that they're still letting them do the mandatory test. Every week they got to be tested or whatever. I don't understand why hospital workers and teachers is different from them. That's kind of odd, but it is. If you were a social worker for the city or a case manager or something like that, you ain't got to worry about it. But if you work in any type of medical field or in the hospitals or the schools, and that's not just the doctors and the teachers, that goes for the janitors, the receptionists, you know, everybody. In school, they talk about the school safety. How many people they done lost to school safety? They were talking about one school out in a bad neighborhood in Brooklyn. I ain't gonna say. They said they had 19 guards, school safety guards in their school. They said they're down to 3. They're down to 3. So you know shit is about to hit the fan in that school. No security around. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay, so they say 95%, the Department of Education is saying 95% of teachers, mind you, they said teachers, they're not talking about everybody else, are vaccinated. Okay, leaving 10,000 teachers unvaccinated. And right now, last week they tried to go to the Supreme Court with it, and they got shot down by Judge Sonia Sotomayor, she's the judge that oversees New York. I guess the way the Supreme Court breaks up, if you have judge certain things in certain areas, certain judge oversee the case. But she oversaw that case and she shot him down. She said, nah, that's not gonna work. So now they've been pushed back down to, I guess, the circuit courts or whatever. And now they got a 3-judge panel that's gonna hear this case and decide on what's gonna happen with the teachers. Okay? California, their governor is saying that they're gonna mandate all students that's under, I guess, it's over 12 years old. He said that they're gonna be the first state in the country to do all students. And he's looking to have that done by January the 1st. So this is gonna be the next thing. They're gonna start mandating your kids to get these vaccines, or they're not gonna let them go to school. And what happens when your kids don't go to school, they hold the parents accountable. Like if your kid is a truant, they come and lock your ass up because your kid don't go to school. Now suppose your kid don't get the jab. Suppose your kid don't want to get the jab. Not you. You could be telling the kid, okay, you got to get to go to school. Suppose your kid say, I'm not getting it. How does that work? Does the parent go to jail? You got a 17-year-old kid saying, I'm not going to get the jab? And the parents are going to be held accountable? When somebody's old enough to make their own decisions, at 17, you could drive, you could do a whole lot of shit at 17. Some states you could get married, have babies, or what's going to happen then? They're going to lock the parents up? This thing is getting to be crazy. Right now, the United States leads the world in COVID deaths. Yeah. But the teachers and the people that works in the hospitals, that's bad, man. They was essential workers. These were the essential workers. These were the people that we went out, had parades for, giving them food, all kind of shit. I've been watching the games last year, the basketball games, and there's the essential workers, and they standing them up, the teachers and the firemen and hospital workers. You was important last year. Why they not important now? They was able to work last year with no vaccine in these hospitals with these patients that were sick and dying, putting their life on the line. Now, you done went from the White House to the outer house. Now you out of your job. You went from being praised to removed. That's sad. But it show you the world we live in. And it show you what your value is day to day. One day you might be worth a lot. The next day you might not be worth shit. Y'all have a good day, people. I hope none of y'all lost y'all jobs or whatever. But stand up for what you believe in. Peace. Hey, please like, subscribe, and share my videos. All right? Peace. Y'all have a good day.